Hello, I'm Steven, the calculator guy, and we're going to continue our stablecoin series with Autocompounders. So I know that there are leveraged farms that can do even better APY than Autocompounders, but I just want to do one video completely on Autocompounders because they're easy, there's no risk of liquidation, and they're all over the place. So let's look at sort of which are best for each chain, at least in the set that I'm looking at. So I'm going to look at Beefy, Yield Wolf, Snowball, Reaper, Grim, and Tulip. Tulip is a pain in the butt to get any decent information from, but we're still going to try. Reaper is not great for... I love Reaper, but Reaper is not great for looking specifically for stablecoin farms. Grim, top-notch. Beefy, top-notch, which makes sense because Grim is a clone of Beefy. Yield Wolf is okay. Okay, so let's start off with Avalanche. So in Avalanche, I'm going to go to Snowball, and if I look at the Trader Joe pairs, because that's where the best stablecoin pairs that I have found have been, we have around 16.87% being the highest. So that's what I'm going to put down, right? And I've looked around. If you do all pools and you sort by APY, then I don't know why that doesn't seem right, right? The highest one should not be 31%. This makes no sense. Oh, okay. APY, perfect. So we're looking for stables. We're probably going to start seeing stables around 20%. So I'm just scrolling down because I sort of know how this works. Okay, here we go. Banker Joe, 20%. Okay, so that might be the best one. And a single side, so it makes it super easy. Is there anyone above that that is a double stable? No, so we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that 20%. So I'm just going to toss that in there. By the way, Maya is also a stablecoin. This is a cool pair, 101. I like that, and you could, crank that up with, here's 187 with Joe plus a stable. But stable, sole stable, we're looking at 20%. So I'm going to go over here and just throw that in there as like, that was the best we found over there, right? Okay, so let's look at Beefy, not Moon River. I want to go to AVAX. And so what Autocompounders do, if you don't know, is they look for farms and they connect to those farms and they get the farming coin rewards and they recompound those into either the liquidity token or the coin that you're staking. So you minimize your exposure to farm tokens, which, as you know, is the way that I like to farm. I don't like exposure to farm tokens. I want to minimize my exposure to those because they trend towards zero over time. All right, so look at what I've done here. I've gone specifically to stable LPs. So this is going to look only by stable coins, and I'm sorting by APY. So this is on Avalanche, the Avalanche chain. And you can see that we're at 23% being the top. This is all swap, no deposit fee and a minuscule withdrawal fee. You'll also have this Trader Joe one with the same sort of fee structure. So I'm going to take those. I'm going to say that we're looking at 23%. Seems fair. So 23%. All right, now I'm going to go to Yield Wolf. Yield Wolf. I have a propensity for saying wolf. Yield Wolf. Okay, so this is great. We're at 30%. That's the best one by far. It looks like we even got 33% here. The Frost Finance looks good, but there's a 2% withdrawal fee. So with the fees, in my opinion, you want to be there like day 1 or day 2. Today I think is day 2, maybe day 3. This is really, really risky in my opinion, because as this goes down, this withdrawal fee is going to take longer to make up. So just so you know, like at 365% APR, it would take 2 days to recoup this cost. A little bit more because of the way the withdrawal fee works, but this is less than that and it's APY. So we're already looking at 4 to 5 days, and that's going to get longer and longer as this goes down, as more people put funds here. So keep that in mind. It could be a good long-term bet. could even beat these long term, but I can't say for certain if it will, and this is definitely taking a risk. So let me just connect really quick to the Avalanche chain, just so it lets me click on these things. If it will it? But my network is Avalanche. Okay, I'm just gonna refresh, I guess. I just want to see if there's any additional information I can get from those. So all vaults, vault type, token type, stablecoin, there we go. Avalanche, okay, cool. We'll look at this Trader Joe one. Looks like everything checks out, apparently. Yeah, no additional fees. 33%. So Yield Wolf is definitely the clear winner by far for the Avalanche chain. Cool, 33%. Love it. So I'm gonna go over here. 33%. All right, next we're gonna look at Fantom. It's really a good place for farms, Fantom is, but so is Avalanche. So I think these two are probably going to take the cake, but we'll see. So Fantom chain, we're going to look at the same two first. We'll do Beefy and Yield Wolf. So we'll do Beefy first. Switch over to Fantom. And so the way these things work is you just deposit the asset or the liquidity pool token, and that's it, right? This is very low maintenance, and if there's no deposit or withdrawal fee, it's literally just money. It's just printing you money slowly. It's like putting it into a nice bank. But you have to monitor the farms, make sure the farms don't go and disappear. There is, you know, like the basic risks you have with any protocols, but Beefy, clearly a very trusted protocol. So is Grim and Reaper, or so are Grim and Reaper. No, I want to stay on Fantom. Sure. Okay, cool. I'm on the Fantom chain now. Awesome. Let's get rid of Snowball. Don't need it anymore. Okay, stable LPs again. Dola, which I didn't even know was a stablecoin, is at 33%, and then we have a 31%. I don't know if I want to be exposed to Dola because I don't know very well. TUSD is okay, and then this pair is pretty cool. So we're looking at 23 to 31. I'm going to go with a 31 because I would risk going into this, and there's no fees. So it's a bit of a risk, but if I'm doing stable farming, I would consider doing it. 6.8 million, you know, clearly there's some faith in it. So we'll say 31% there. Which isn't bad. Bodes well for Yield Wolf. We have a similar relationship here. So now I'm going to go over to Yield Wolf. I'm going to go over to Fantom. Stablecoin. The Raven I'm not really interested in because unless you get it on day one, the fees sort of make it unviable. Okay, fee, and the only one without a fee is 7.85%. So, bit of a bummer there, but we'll put that there, 7.85%. Okay, so we're gonna skip Snowball because they don't do Fantom unless I missed something, and go straight to Reaper. Well, that will be an X. Okay, so Reaper is really hard actually to get to just sort by stablecoins. So what I'm going to do is I just know where they are already, at least the ones I want to look at. I want to look at Liquid Driver V2, and I want to look at Beethoven. So Liquid Driver V2, I believe they have 1 or 2 stablecoin only options. No, so not on here. They used to have the Curve 3 pool. The Curve 3 pool is gone. Okay, so now we're just going to go straight to Beethoven. And that's all I'm going to look at. There may be some other ones, but they're just so hard to find that it makes it a hassle. And I can look for them easy on Grim, and Grim generally has better anyways. So here we're looking at 25%. Here we're looking at 28%. I think 28% is probably going to be the tops. So we're going to go with that. 28%. Yeah, for stables. So 28%. And just so you guys know, I'm not really interested in utilizing any farm that has a deposit fee for stables, unless I'm there day one, like my funds are deposited before it launches and I have a lot of faith in that farm, because then I can probably get that fee back in the first 2-3 4 days, and then after that it's profit, and it'll probably be a little bit higher than the 30% for like the first week, but it's still a gamble. And I also am not looking to farm anything under 20% because I would rather do Anchor than anything else under 20%. That's just me. That's my personal preference. So Grim is super easy. It's just like Beefy. You go by stables. I'll just do all. Sort by APY. Now Raven has a deposit fee of 2.4%, so I'm just going to skip it. Not super interested in it. Miso also has a deposit fee. Hyperjump's the first one we're looking at. 38%, that's pretty good. And then Iron is also pretty good with 68,000. So these two are top notch. I'm going to go with, call that at 38%. Technically 39, but I'll go with 38 because this is going to go down as this APY is going to decrease as the TVL increases. So let's just call it 38. All right. So far, the best of these two chains is the Grim opportunity for Fantom utilizing Hyperjump. Neat. That is a DAI USDC pair. Next, we're going to look at Polygon through Yield Wolf and Beefy. I know there's another Polygon yield aggregator, Autocompounder, but I can't remember the name of it right now, so I apologize for that. So look at the Polygon. We have 4% deposit fee. I don't want a deposit fee, so I'm going to click no deposit fee and see what we get. We get 11, but I want to sort by APY. So it looks like we're getting 16.5 on ApeSwap. Not bad, to be honest, but again, I'm going to go with Anchor over for anything at 20%. So anything under 20%, I'm going to defer to Anchor. So 16.54. Huh. 16.54%. And then Beefy. We want to go to Polygon. I think there's actually some pretty good opportunities on Polygon, if I remember correctly. So Beefy sometimes surprises me with what they have access to. Okay, so yeah, see? Look at this. Kyber. Sort by APY. Yep, that's right. And look at the fees. No fees. I like it. So here we have 38.51. A new contender, another 38%. Kyber, and then Curve. Curve at 24%. This is really good too. I love that they have Curve here. And then my lives on Polygon. That's sort of the home. So it's cool that we see some good use of my here at 20%. So I like this. If I was on Polygon, I would definitely consider these ones. But you know, just know that you're using the J British Pound and USDC LP. So these are two stablecoins being utilized, and this is another currency. So if you're okay, so Kyber, I believe Kyber is a Forex. A decentralized Forex, which I will eventually do a video on. I know there's so many things to get to. So all of these are utilizing some other pair and USDC. So keep that in mind. But if you're bullish on these combinations of coins, like I guess you're sort of padding your stable coin with another. So you know, if you're like, oh yeah, I think I'm more bearish on USDC than I am on GBP. Then this would be good, because then the GBP is going to sort of keep it afloat through impermanent loss, which sounds bad, but it's actually good if you're bearish on one thing, but that's the asset you're going to be in anyways. I'm rambling. So let's just toss in 38%. I think that's kind of fair. No Snowball, no Reaper, no Grim, no Tulip. Okay, Binance Smart Chain, which is where Beefy lives. It's like Beefy's home. We could do Arbitrum, but I just want to show you the process and then some of the farms that I think are a good place. Like if auto compounding is the route that you want to go with stablecoins, I just want you to have the tools, and I want you to know how to. Oh, dang it! I keep doing this, and I want you to know where to look. Switch and then cancel. Right now I cancel because it's probably Grim. Yeah. Grim always does that. All right, so we're looking at 27% for BUSD and USDO. No deposit fee, 0.1% withdrawal fee, not bad. So 27% is going to be the best. Belt is 16, so there's a big difference between these two. TVL almost a $500,000, so, you know, decent. Let's go ahead and put in 27%. I'm rounding down because I just imagine this TVL is going to increase and this is going to go down. 27%. Okay, so that's it. I know there are other Binance Smart Chain yield aggregators, but these are the ones I wanted to look at just to sort of get your brain working on ideas for what to do with your stablecoins if auto compounding is the route you want to go. Right, so auto compounding, the benefits are that you're minimizing your exposure to farm coins, and you have no risk of liquidation. So you're not leveraging at all. And without doing that, you can get things with no deposit fees, close to, I guess we'll average around 30%, which is really good. It's better than Anchor, which is what that's like my standard. You have to beat Anchor in order for me to really consider you. And you know, as soon as it goes below Anchor, I'll look for another opportunity better than Anchor, or I will just say, okay, time to throw everything in Anchor. And that's sort of my plan for stables. But I'm probably going to do a bit more leveraging, just because, yeah, that's where my mind is right now. But, you know, who knows what the best strategy is really. I just want to give you all a bunch of different strategies, and you can decide which one is best for you. So if you want to support me in the channel, please go ahead and join the Patreon. I try to post interesting content there as frequently as possible. My last video, I did a I did a thing on Solend, and if you want to check out the finished calculator, here it is. It's just sort of what I threw together, plus some headers and stuff. So that is now available to patrons who want to do Solend looping. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.